BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
All right, what's happening? We are live. Back for the biggest card of the new year. But this card, I believe, we might do pretty good on. I have a good feeling about this card, but you never know. Islam Makhachev taking on Armen Tsarukyan, man. This fight is insane, man. Yeah, before we start, if you guys need a place to BetUS, promo code Iceman. If you guys use that promo code Iceman, all the guys using my promo code, I'm going to try to hook you guys up as much as possible. So that's even after you use the promo code. I'm still going to try to hook you guys up as much as possible. I try to help out as many as my subscribers and followers as possible. I'm just trying to make you guys some money, man. Yeah, I think this card right here might be one of the most technical cards. I mean, the co-main and the main event, these guys are both phenomenal. Let's get straight to it. So Islam Makhachev taking on Armen Tsarukyan. Islam has been absolutely flawless. And he's good everywhere, man. He's got great striking. His striking's good. His ground game's phenomenal, right? Very good wrestler. Great takedowns. Jiu-jitsu's good, right? Got great submissions as well. And now he's knocking people out. The guy's looking real good. I'll be real with you, though. His last fight with Dustin Poirier I was not impressed with. And this first fight with Volkanovski, I was not impressed with as well. I assure you, if the Islam that fought Volkanovski the first time shows up, and the Islam that fought Dustin Poirier shows up to fight Armen Tsarukyan, I think Armen Tsarukyan wins that fight. I'm not going to lie. Plus 300 underdog, that's disrespectful to a guy like Armen Tsarukyan. Islam's good, don't get me wrong, but he has been knocked out before by Adriano Martins, and notably, if you guys watch the first fight with Volkanovski, he got dropped a few times. He got hurt pretty bad against Volkanovski. Volkanovski's a 145er moving up to lightweight, you know what I mean? And he had Islam hurt pretty bad in that 5th round as well. Yeah, man, I think a lot of people are counting out Armen Tsarukyan. The guy's a beast, man. The guy's an absolute savage. Armen Tsarukyan here. So he's had 2 losses in the UFC, right? So his first fight in the UFC, he takes on Islam Makhachev. I think he was like 22 years old. Tough fight. That's a tough fight, by the way, for your first fight in the UFC. It doesn't get much tougher than that. Looked good against Islam. Even took Islam down. Who takes Islam down? Crazy. Beat Davi Ramos, Jiu-Jitsu world champion. Davi Ramos, ADCC medalist. Crushes Davi Ramos. Beats Olivier Aubin-Mercier. Beats Joel Alvarez. Then he fought Mateusz Gamrot. Now, that was the Gamrot fight was close. A lot of people thought Armen Tsarukyan won. Some people thought Gamrot won. It was a close one. And Gamrot is a very, very strong grappler. Say what you want about Mateusz Gamrot. He's a very good grappler. His low ankle picks, his single legs are insane. He's a very strong grappler. Competed at ADCC, won the trials before. The guy's a beast of a grappler. And then Armen, after that fight, fought Damir Ismagulov. At the time, Damir Ismagulov was like 24-1. And the guy was insane. And Armen crushed him. And then, most notably, his fight with Beneil Dariush completely starches Beneil Dariush in a minute. And then his last fight with Charles Oliveira, I really wish that fight would have been 5 rounds. Because I feel the 3 rounds was just not enough for that fight. I have a feeling that fight is going to be run back. And Charles Oliveira is no joke. But Islam is even another level up. And I think Armen Tsarukyan, if you guys look at this guy's body right now, he's taking this fight serious. He's in great condition. And I'm going to go against everybody, the public, the odds makers. I'm going with Armen Tsarukyan plus 300. I think he's going to get the KO here. Yeah, if you guys watch that first fight, Islam can get hit and he can get hurt. He can get hit, he can get hurt. No one is invincible. And as good as Islam is, as good as his striking is, as good as his grappling is, I think his chin, I mean, don't get me wrong, his chin is decent. It's decent, but it's not perfect. He has been hurt. He has been rocked. He has got dropped, and he has been knocked out before. So I think Armen can crack that chin, and he's hungry, man. He's hungry. He's going to be hard to dominate on the ground. Even if you take Armen Tsarukyan down, it's hard to hold him down. So I'm going to go with Armen Tsarukyan. There are, same with the main event, the co-main. Very disrespectful odds, man. I mean, plus 260 for Merab, the machine. They think Umar's going to kill Merab. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. Because Merab is really good, man. Merab is an absolute machine. Look what he did to Peter Yan, Jose Aldo. What's his face? Sean O'Malley. Just, the guy's an absolute wrecking machine. He's on an 11-fight win streak. Yeah, I said the same thing when he fought Henry Cejudo. This may be a bad matchup, because what if Merab has a hard time in the grappling, right? Because Merab's not. Let's break it down. Merab is not the greatest striker. His striking is actually not very good at all. But he's a very good grappler, right? Strong wrestler, and he's got an unlimited gas tank, and he can just put pressure and just keep trying to take you down, and he'll shoot 50 times in a fight. The guy's a machine. And I said the same thing when he fought Henry. I was like, man, this might be stylistically a bad matchup, because if he's unable to get Henry down, Olympic gold medalist, now you're forced to strike with Henry Cejudo. And I thought Henry is the better striker out of the two. He is the better striker out of the two, but man, Merab completely outgrappled the Olympic gold medalist, took him down, picked him up, was talking to Zuckerberg. It was crazy. He ragdolled Henry Cejudo. I've never seen anybody do that to Henry Cejudo, an Olympic. Bro, when have you ever seen Olympic gold medalists get out wrestled? That's crazy. Dude, that's unheard of. An Olympic gold medalist getting out wrestled? That guy, Merab, is an absolute savage. They are disrespecting him with these odds. I mean, Umar is very good. Don't get me wrong. Umar Nurmagomedov is a monster. He's a very good grappler. He's got a very good striking game as well. Well, he throws that lead head kick almost like a question mark kick. Comes up and just flicks it over like a question mark kick. He's a very good striker. But Beksat hurt Umar. He hurt him. And that guy's not really known. He's like, whatever. Yeah, this one is going to be crazy, because Merab is going to keep coming. This is going to be Umar's toughest test. I think he's going to be ready for it. I assume he's able to stuff the grappling of Merab, because he is a very high-level grappler. But I said the same thing with Henry, man. I don't know. This is crazy. Stylistically, it's a bad matchup for Merab, because Umar can hang in there in the grappling department, and he's better on the feet. He's got better submissions. The gas tank I'll give to Merab. Merab's gas tank is unbeatable. And we'll see, man. This one's interesting. I think Umar might win this by knockout. I have a feeling, because Merab does get hit. He does get hurt. He's been hurt a couple of times in his fights. Most notably, what's his face? Marlon Moraes hurt him pretty bad. Even Sean O'Malley actually at the end of the fifth actually hurt him with a teep kick, I believe, to the body. So he has been hurt before, but he was just able to get the fight back to the ground and just crush. I don't think he's going to be able to do that here. I think just stylistically it is a bad matchup for Merab, and I think Umar gets it done. Possibly actually even by finish. I think he might even be able to get the finish. That's a crazy fight, though, man. Don't count out Merab, though. I'll tell you that right now. Be careful with that one, because Merab is a live dog. This fight, interesting. winner of this fight is going to go back right into title contention, and the loser is going to have to take some time off because chances are the loser of this fight is going to get knocked out pretty viciously. Yeah, man, I really want Yuri to win this fight. Yuri's an absolute beast. I love watching Yuri fight. He's kill or be killed kind of guy. And if you're not prepared for a dogfight, you're going to be in for a long night with a guy like Yuri Prochazka because he's coming in for a straight dogfight. But he's reckless, and he sometimes leaves his chin hanging out there. He's just wild, throws spinning shit. Jamal, a little more technical. The issue is, after that loss to Ferreira, I just don't know where his head is at lately. And I don't know the kind of shape he's in as well. He doesn't look to see, last time I seen him, he doesn't look to be in the best shape. But who knows, man? This fight is literally a pick-em. I want to go with Yuri. My heart's with Yuri. I have a feeling Jamal could win this fight. He's definitely a more traditional technical boxer. Yuri's just a wild boy. I hope he wins. I'm going to go with Yuri. I hope he wins, but this fight could literally go either way. I like to see the weigh-ins, though, and how both guys look, because Yuri's just a straight samurai. He's a crazy dude. Yeah, he's a wild dude. He'll go stay in the woods by himself for days without food, water. You'll see him before the fight night. He'll just be staring at the arena. He's a serious dude, man. He's a pretty serious dude. Next one, Beneil Dariush taking on Renato Money Moicano. This one's a good fight. Beneil Dariush coming off 2 straight losses, right? Those are vicious losses too. Lost to Charles Oliveira, lost to Armen Tsarukyan, 2 of the best guys in that division, and now you're taking a big step back in competition. Renato Moicano is very good, but he's no Charles Oliveira and he's no Armen Tsarukyan. Yeah, he's been looking good though. He's on a little win streak. I mean, he looked really good against Benoit Saint-Denis. Yeah, I like Renato Moicano. I think he's great, but I think that stylistically this is a bad matchup for him because I believe Beneil Dariush is got the better grappling out of the two. Beneil Dariush is a high-level jiu-jitsu guy as well. So is Renato, but I think Beneil might have the better jiu-jitsu out of the two. And the striking is pretty even. Both guys aren't the greatest strikers, but I do think Beneil is the better grappler out of the two. So I'm going to go with the underdog. Another underdog pick, Beneil Dariush. This one, interesting. Kevin Holland taking on Rainer de Hitter RDR. When this fight first opened up, Kevin Holland was almost a 2-1 favorite. Now he's an underdog. Interesting. How does that happen? You go from being a minus 200 favorite pretty much to now you're plus 105. That is crazy. That means a lot of money has been going on RDR. And I'm not going to lie, I was not impressed with RDR's first performance in the UFC against Gerald Meerschaert. But that being said, Kevin Holland does have a hard time with grapplers. And RDR is a very strong grappler. And Kevin Holland has not been looking good lately. He's got 3 losses in his last 4 fights. Yeah, this is a different kind of fight than, like a Michael Page, a Jack Della Maddalena. Those guys are looking to go out there and strike with Holland, sort of. And they're very good strikers. Roman Dolidze, it was a rib injury. It was a weird situation there, so RDR on the other hand, been looking decent, right, against Gerald Meerschaert. It was sort of lackluster performance. He looked just exhausted. Wasn't impressed with his performance against Gerald Meerschaert, and now he's taking up even a bigger step up in competition. Kevin Holland, I'm going to go with Kevin Holland on this one. I think, do I think RDR can take Kevin down and give him some issues and just lie on top of him, grind him out? 100%. Do I think Kevin Holland could also knock out RDR? I do think so. And if the same RDR shows up that fought Gerald Meerschaert, I think he's going to get KO'd against Kevin Holland. And, yeah, I'm going to go with Kevin Holland on that one. Peyton Talbot taking on Harney Barcelos, minus 1,500. Holy, I don't even need to tell you who's going to win that. Peyton Talbot, easy. 9-0. The guy's, super hyped up prospect. Jalon Almeida taking on Sergey Spivak. Jalon Almeida, just a monster grappler. He's going to give Spivak a very hard time. And, yeah, Jalon Almeida should easily out-grapple Sergey Spivak. He's a very strong grappler. And the next one, Bogden Guskov taking on Billy. I haven't seen that. So I actually thought Bogden Guskov was actually supposed to fight Johnny Walker. I guess Johnny Walker pulled out. Yeah, I'll have to go up on that one either. I haven't really done my homework on that one because it was just a pullout. He was supposed to fight our boy Johnny Walker. Grant Dawson here taking on Diego Ferreira. Diego Ferreira is getting older, man. He's been doing this a long time, almost 40 years old. Now you're fighting a young, hungry killer. And Grant Dawson. Grant Dawson's been looking phenomenal, man. I mean, he had that one really bad performance to the King, Bobby Green. Other than that bad performance against Bobby Green, he's been flawless, man. And he's been looking really good. He's even beat Damir Ismagulov, beat Mark Madsen, the Olympian. Beat Joe Selecki, beat Rafa Garcia. Grant Dawson is for real. Beat Jared Gordon. Leo Santos, Jiu-Jitsu world champ. Beat him. He's got pretty good wins. Grant Dawson's for real. He's super high-level guy. Training at, American Top Team. They got a great team over there. I think this is going to be a hard fight for Diego Ferreira, especially, Diego Ferreira is, sort of on the down end of his career. But he did, I will give Diego Ferreira this. He had a really, really big win his last fight. He took on Mateusz Rebecki, who's a monster, who's like 20-1 or something at the time, 20-2, and Rebecki was for real, and Diego finished him, man, and that was really impressive. But I think Grant Dawson should be able to get this one done just because of the grappling as well. Grant Dawson's got pretty good wrestling and takedowns as well. Yeah, so I'll go with Grant on that one. Next one, Henya Nakamura taking on Muin Gafurov. Henya Nakamura, I believe he's that Japanese wrestling world champion. I believe he won the under 23 world championships in freestyle wrestling. And the guy's been, phenomenal in his MMA career. 9 wins, 9-0. Pretty flawless, 90% takedown accuracy. No one's really even been stuffing his takedowns, and I think he should be able to grind out the decision here against Gafurov. Is he going to get the finish? Probably not. Probably not, unless he's been really working on his striking and his submissions, but I would think probably by decision, Henya Nakamura. And the last one I'm going to touch on here is the Dagestani Tagir Ulanbekov. So, yeah, Khabib's got 3 guys on this card. He's got Tagir, he's got Umar, and he's got Islam. So 3 of his guys on the UFC card, he's got some work cut out for him. This might be Tagir's... this is a tough fight for Tagir. Clayton Carpenter is a tough boy, man. I know he hasn't fought the same level of competition as, Tagir Ulanbekov, but Clayton Carpenter's been looking really good, man. He's had 2 fights in the UFC, won both of those by RNC. Undefeated, 9 wins in a row. Yeah, beat Lucas Hocha, beat Edgar Chairez. He's been looking pretty good, man. But Tagir Ulanbekov has just got the experience. These Dagestanis are prepared. Yeah, I'm going to go with Tagir Ulanbekov, just the experience factor. He's fought a lot of high-level guys, and he's training with high-level guys. So I'm going to go with Tagir Ulanbekov on that one. And I wonder how old he is. 33 years old. Okay, so he's around the same age as Islam. Flyweight. Yeah, he's maybe got one more run in him. But I don't know if I don't see him in the title contention. He's just I don't see him as a title contention kind of guy. But man, this fight is gonna be absolutely insane. Islam, absolute monster. And yeah, man, I think Armen could actually take this fight. I think he might be able to get the finish. If he can land on Islam, he might be able to knock out Islam. He's going to be able to, he'll be able to hang in there in the wrestling exchanges. Is he going to get taken down? Probably. But he'll get right back up and he'll exchange in the wrestling too. And he'll look for takedowns against Islam. That's the thing. Islam, when he fights people, he doesn't really have to be worried about people taking him down. He's not even worried about that. Like when he's fighting Dustin Poirier, Charles Oliveira, he's not worried at all about takedowns, like people getting takedowns on him. This time, total different story. You got to be worried about Arman Tsarukyan taking you down as well. And yeah, I think Arman can get it done, man. In LA, there's a lot of Armenians, so he's got to do it for Armenia, brother. And yeah, those are your picks, man. I think it's gonna be a really exciting card. I'm stoked, man. This is the card we've been waiting for. These are the kind of cards we wait for. Absolutely, just killers, bro. Killers. And yeah, good luck. Let's make that bet. BetUS promo code Iceman. Like, come on, bro. We gotta make that money, bro. Out.